Welcome back to the Delaware Way. Everybody heard about DuPont laying off 1,700 workers, but there wasn't a lot of coverage when hundreds of them found jobs. Thanks to the man I'm about to introduce you to and others like him, Mike Bowman is the state director of the Delaware Small Business Development Center. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Oh, thank you, Larry.
So how did you find the 600 you found jobs for?
Well, we estimate that based on a number of things we did. We did a lot of things to make that happen. So the Small Business Development Center is a unit of the Office of Economic Innovation Partnership at the University of Delaware. So basically we're the economic development arm of what UD likes to do. We took this on almost the day it happened. I remember getting a phone call on New Year's Eve that said, this happened and what were we going to do about it? And a number of us got together with the governor and other people, including former DuPonters I knew, and I'm a former DuPonter myself, so I knew the culture, and said, what can we do? And what we crafted was a job fair, a massive one, unlike anyone ever done before. We did that with the Delaware Bioscience Association, which is in our Delaware Technology Park where we reside. And we ended up getting over 25 companies to agree to come out. We got DuPont to agree to let the resumes go of the people that they laid off, and we did a match. So we had job openings, we had preparations of candidates, and we did that at the Chase Center. And we had over 800 people show up that day. That was round one. Then we did another one at the DuPont Country Club with the help of DuPont. And then the third thing we did, which is really what the Small Business Development Center does every day, which is how do you start a business, and particularly how do you start a tech business?
I spoke to someone right after all these layoffs happened, and they said to me, and there's somebody that deals with business development, they said, no, this is an opportunity. They said in other states, when companies like DuPont have gone under or laid off, all these companies start to spring up because you have such a talent pool that's left behind in the state. And that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, you nailed it, Larry. It's a talent pool. If Delaware has anything, it's a robust technology force and now in play. And we're crazy if we don't try to repurpose that. They don't always know how to start a business, however. Right. They know technology. They have an idea. They may have thought about this idea for 20 years, and now they get a chance. The good thing about what DuPont did is they gave a number of severance packages which allowed people to actually think about it and prepare to do it. I think the other thing we did, which was very timely, I'm president of the Delaware Technology Park. We opened a new incubator of labs at the Star campus at UD. Immediately as we opened those labs, 12 companies formed. And wow. Some of them are former DuPonters.
I know right now part of your focus, and by the way, congratulations for what you did. That was you helped a whole lot of families in doing that. But I now know your focus is starting to turn into cybersecurity, and that's the next big growing field.
It really is. We're partnered with the state on this, the DTI, the Secretary of Technology Information of Delaware. And basically the federal government, NIST particularly, has said, how do we get the word out about preventing cybersecurity for small companies? What we know is it's devastating. You hit a small company with a cyber attack, it's down and out and not coming back. Very high statistics. So what we're trying to do is get them mentally prepared for a resilience plan to, best you can, mitigate those kind of circumstances, and also how to get back up if something happens. So we've been doing this up and down the state. We have an annual meeting, which is, in fact, just got scheduled for November with the state. It's an all-day long deal, and we try to put all the talent into that we can. It's a very important subject.
No, and especially in Delaware, I would think, because you have these chemical and biological companies and all the companies springing up, and you have, as you said, all these people with these great ideas. That intellectual property is extremely valuable. That gets stolen, that's it. It's They're huge. Out of luck.
It's huge. You know, it started out, we would forgive if a credit card got hacked. We'll take care of it this time. That's not going to continue. Basically, it's going to be on you, the business, to show that you've done some due diligence to take care of protecting your business, or you're going to have problems with your vendors and also with your customers. You're not going to trust that company who's not done the basic things.
Where do you get your funding?
So we have two sources. We have the SBA, which provides half the funding, and that is matched by the state of Delaware, particularly the Delaware Economic Development Office.
And I would imagine all money put in because it saves unemployment benefits, it creates more taxes, it creates more businesses for the state. That money, you probably already have statistics on this, comes back of 100-fold.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very high return. What we try to do, we have 3 measurements. Well, 4 really. Jobs are one the state absolutely does. So we mentioned 600. Well, we actually saved about 850 jobs last year.
From AstraZeneca too.
AstraZeneca as well. We created about 250 to 300 new jobs. We helped raise capital for startups, 45 million, which is 4 times a record we've ever done before. So when you put all that together, it's a very high return. And we also get some help, of course, from the University of Delaware. That's our host university. They do the backroom work for us.
Well, you're a good investment. Sir, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Larry.
For coming in. Mike Bowman, State Director of the Delaware Small Business Development Center. When we come back, do you know Delaware now has the smallest, lowest gas prices in the region? What you may not know is that can help boost the economy too. We'll explain when the Delaware Way continues.